as Christmas draws near. I know that for many, certainly not all, but for many, these days are rushed and frantic, with much to do and not much time. And so for the homily this weekend, for all of us, I'm going to offer this simple gift. A short story, a few words, and then some quiet time with a song to just be in the still of your own heart, with a few things maybe to think about, to bring to God. And perhaps that moment might itself help us enter into these days a little more fully. Then, quick turnaround, there'll be a Christmas homily. I'm really excited about it. For those who are able to come in person, here's our Christmas Mass schedule. We have Masses on Christmas Eve at 4, 6:30, and 10. Christmas Day at 7:30, 9:30, and 11:30. I'll lead 4 of those, the 4, the 10, the 9:30, and the 11:30. Father Leo will lead the 6:30 p.m. on Christmas Eve and the 7:30 on Christmas morning. Thank you, Father Leo. If you'd like to avoid me, go to those. In any case, if you're able to come and be honored by your presence, I'm honored that you would even watch this. And I'm so aware that for many of these days are not just frantic. Some of them have great emptiness or heartache or loneliness or an empty place at the table. I want you to know that you matter and that we care. Because we do. So, here's the homily. I hope you enjoy it. A few days before Christmas, a woman wakes up and turns to her husband. And I had this really odd dream last night where you gave me a box and I opened it and there was a expensive, beautiful pearl necklace. She said, "What do you think that means?" He said, "Oh, you'll know in a couple of days." Next morning, the woman wakes up and says, "I had that same dream again, and it was really, really vivid, where you gave me this pearl necklace. What does that mean?" She goes, "Oh, you'll find out tomorrow." Well, then the next day she wakes up, Christmas Eve, and she turns to him and says, "I had that same dream again. Come and tell me, what's the meaning of that dream?" He says, "You'll find out tonight." So that night he comes home and hands her a present, beautifully wrapped. She kind of excitedly opens it and finds a book with the title, "The Meaning of Dreams." Guys, don't try that at home. All right. That silly story was just my way of introducing the question, what is something that you are hoping for, even yearning for this Christmas? Something for inside your own heart, or for your family, or for this world. At our parish this weekend, we're going to bless expectant families. And, because even as Mary and Joseph had dreams for their unborn child, we know these families have such dreams and hopes and yearnings. Well, is it not true that we all have some things for which we dream and yearn and hope these days, right? Now, some of those we can't make happen. I so deeply long for peace and justice and goodness in the Mideast and in all the troubled parts of the world, like Ukraine and every place where there's such violence and heartache. I can't make those happen, but I do bring those to God in prayer. And that's not the only thing I hope for and long for this year. And how about you? What's in your heart to yearn for this Christmas? Now, for each of us, there are some things we can help happen. Like I said, we can't end the conflicts in the Mideast or Ukraine, but we can help bring a bit of peace, a little more peace in our own homes and hearts and communities. And if the yearning is for greater peace in our families, there are steps that we can take to help lessen the tension, right? Whatever it is, in just a moment, we'll bring our longings and yearnings to the empty manger. I'll give you a picture of our own nativity here in our church. And we'll invite everyone to bring those desires of our hearts and place them there, giving them to God, asking for God's help and for the grace we need to do our own part. Maybe it's just for the grace to slow down enough this year internally, just to be a little less frazzled, and to slow down enough inside to see a bit more clearly the blessings woven into the mixture of these days, and the gifts hidden for us in the moment. So whatever it is that's on your heart to yearn for, here's what we're doing. I'm going to put some music in the background, and for the length of that song, that's your time. Just, that'll end the homily really. Just bring to God whatever is real inside of you. Bring that longing and place it there. You can use words or no words, however you want to. In your imagination, place those longings into the empty manger of our nativity scene. What is it you yearn for this Christmas? Please bring that to God now.